So yeah, knowledge distillation is basically taking a huge model, a large language model, and you take that model, which is in the order of 300 billion parameters, and you want to distill that model and transfer as much knowledge as you can from that model to what we call a student model, which is going to be a smaller one, let's say a 7 billion parameter model or a 1 billion even. We can go as small as we want, and we want to try to keep as much of the accuracy for a particular task of the teacher model. We want to transfer that accuracy to the student model. So this is something that we can do with this process. As we mentioned, there are multiple techniques to do this, and we don't want to get into the very technical detail on here. This is a very common approach, what we call knowledge distillation. We basically have a teacher model, a student model, and we transfer that knowledge from one to the other. And the second approach, which is fine-tuning, we can use both. Fine-tuning is like taking an already trained model. It can be a large model and a small model. Here, if we want to build a small model and we want to fine-tune it to perform better on a specific task. So let's say we want to fine-tune Mistral 7 billion to be an expert in creating SQL queries or something very specific, or creating Python code. The good thing is that, fine-tuning a 7 billion model with a regular approach will be also very hardware demanding. But we have this LoRa approach, which is very interesting, because basically what we are doing here is that we are not going to fine-tune the whole model. We are not going to change the parameters for the whole model, but instead we are going to change just a few of them. This approach is very popular, the LoRa approach, because it does not require us to have lots of infrastructure. It does not require us to spend a lot of time and to modify the whole model, just some parts of it.